you've got the Isaac Coin project, which was started by someone who just saw your old video of you watching the price go to $100, thought it was cool, launched a coin, decided to rug some people. You kind of came back in and sort of adopted the project. Maybe we can talk about this new culture. How has that experience been? And yeah, what have you learned from getting into the trenches, as you said?
Well, hey, I learned that meme coins are for fun. That's the key. And it's an entirely different ecosystem now than it was. You know, it's like we talk about the trenches nowadays. I've learned the lingo, the trenches, and they're hustling day and night, pushing various projects that they're invested in. And I kind of think it's exciting that there's a way that you can actually invest directly into a community. There's a community that believes in something, or you buy the asset and you evangelize that, and then the value goes up and the whole community rises together. I think that that's a beautiful use case for cryptocurrency. But you're right. I kind of took a step away from social media, and you know, I don't need to be here. I don't need to be in the trenches. You know, I took a big break from it for years, and then this whole Isaac coin thing, you know, like just launched, and it's all about my Bitcoin video. You know, everybody's probably seen that in the community. Bitcoin breaking $100 in 2013. It just went crazy viral. And apparently on Pump, I didn't even check out Pump Fund once before my own coin got launched on it. I was aware of it just on the peripheries, like, wow, people are launching meme coins day and night. I'm like, wow, this is going to end poorly, you know, because it's like this stuff doesn't have that value that Bitcoin does. And it's proven 10,000 new coins launching every day. How sustainable could that possibly be? You know, so I knew about it, but I'd never dabbled with it. And then one day I happened to check my Instagram DMs, which I also don't do very often. So I'm just looking through my Instagram DMs, and right there, literally, message comes in. It's like, you're on Pump Fund right now, man. The dev wants to give you the 2% of the supply. Send us a Solana address right now. We need you. And I'm like, yeah, why not? Download the Phantom wallet, spin up an address, drop it in. There you go. I didn't even think twice about it. You know, I just thought, how can it hurt anything? Brand new wallet. So I did that. And sure enough, the dev sent me like 1.8% of supply, something like that. Yeah. I'm like, cool. But the very fact that I received it and I confirmed that I received it caused the thing to actually go through the roof and actually bond. So, which is, I think it's like 99% of pump funds don't even bond, you know? So I had the bonding curve, we get the radium pool, and all of a sudden I have a real cryptocurrency. And, you know, secretly, it's been a dream of mine for years. Like, I'd love to have my own cryptocurrency. I certainly wouldn't have made the Isaac coin, you know? But hey, now that it's here, now that I own a percentage of supply, I might as well just accept it, because I'm curious. I always want to learn about what's going on. So I did that, and I didn't really think much of it. It had its day in the sun and went to like 250 grand, 300 grand or something. And then the dev rugged everybody, crashed down to virtually nothing. I didn't sell any, just held on to it. And then it kept going lower and lower. And I think that it reached a point where it was like 40, 50,000. And I was like, you know what? This is my coin. It's got my name on it. It's got my face on it. So I swept the floor. I bought a whole bunch of it. And I ended up getting 10% of supply. So I have 10% of supply of a worthless meme coin about me, and it was mostly just for fun. That was before Coinbase reached out to me. So Coinbase reaches out to me just on a whim. Once again, it's another DM. I'm on Twitter, or X now. I'm on X. I'm looking through my
life, and then people are always reaching out to you.
Yeah, they are. And the thing is, 99% of them are scams, right? So I'm like, I see a message from Coinbase. I'm like, yeah, right. So I look at the message, I'm like, wait, it's the official Coinbase X account. Like, this is the real deal. And they're like, hey, you know, we reached out to you from the real Coinbase account to prove our legitimacy. Here's our email address. Here's a phone number. We want to talk to you. We got this idea we want to pitch you and all this stuff. And I was so curious. Like, I messaged them. And yeah, they pitched me on the idea, like, hey, we want to recreate your 2013 video for when Bitcoin breaks 100,000 and do it exactly the same way. Are you down? And at that time, we didn't know when Bitcoin was going to break 100. It could have been days. They're like, if you say yes, we need to fly you out day after tomorrow to California and film this over the weekend. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, and I've got a busy life. I'm running development teams and doing all this stuff. In fact, I was in the middle of a big product launch at my e-commerce company selling shoes. Like we're launching a new season of shoes, and I thought, I cannot turn this opportunity down. Even if it goes nowhere, just going meeting with the Coinbase guys, all expense paid trip to San Francisco. They put me up in a penthouse, and like everything was, it was just great. So I did the trip, ended up going into the studio, and one of the most surreal moments of my life, walking into a professional film studio and seeing a green screen background and a set built exactly like my apartment from 2013 when I lived above a car wash. So it's like I come in here, it's like, wow, how did you guys do this in a day and a half? Built it. You got the paint color perfect. You got my guitar. They even bought the original. I had a Google TV at the time. Google stopped making them, but there's a Sony Google TV. They bought the exact same remote control that I had in 2013. They had it overnighted from eBay and just the controller. They didn't buy the device. They're like, we just need the controller for this scene. They bought the controller, had it there, exactly the same controller. And I couldn't believe it. And we spent maybe 3-4 hours recording that day. And yeah, it worked out really well. They were very pleased with the video. And but that combined with the Isaac coin, I'm like, shoot, I got kind of an opportunity here. It's like I know that when Bitcoin breaks 100, that this is going to go way up. So I'm like, I told a few of my crypto friends, I'm like, hey, this could be an opportunity. Like if you buy some now, we might be able to make a difference, and maybe you make some money off this because meme coins. Let's face it, the majority of them are just pump and dumps, and it's a way that people can make some money. And if you have fun and you enjoy the community, you win, because it's about having fun, enjoying the community, sharing artwork, good times. Maybe you make some money by doing that. And I don't like it when people take meme coins so seriously. Yeah, I shared it. And then sure enough, when Bitcoin broke 100K, the video dropped, the Isaac coin ran up to a $10 million market cap. 10 million. And I still did not sell a single Isaac, and that's because I was telling the community, it's like, hey, I'm here to just hold on to this project. It's my project. I'm known as the Diamond Hands online. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to diamond hand this and hold on to it. And I did. And there's still a community of thousands of people that they're making new memes about me every day. And they're talking about how this is going to go up. And I don't know how I feel about it 100% because it's like, on one hand, it's really cool if there's a community about this. But then on the flip side, it's like, well, I don't like this idea of people taking their life savings and like putting it into a meme coin about me. Like, what is my responsibility to them? And I've said all along, like, hey, this is for fun. It may do something, it may not. But in the end, you should take your money, your hard-earned money, and invest it in hard assets. And as far as I'm concerned, Bitcoin is the hardest asset that we've ever created. And I just assume even today, go in, buy Bitcoin. If you have no Bitcoin and you're new to cryptocurrency, don't buy Fartcoin, buy Bitcoin. Even if it's like $10, $20, like then you're really in. Otherwise, it's all just hot air.